Act like we're like looking at the camera and I'm like showing you guys a shot. Cut. And then you want to do one? Yeah.
Four students from Michigan State University set out to answer a pressing question: what makes a food truck successful? With nearly 60% of food trucks failing within their first 3 years, we wanted to understand why. Our team traveled to Washington, D.C. to explore the personal stories, motivations, and challenges behind running a successful food truck in one of the nation's most vibrant food scenes.
These two trucks are selling the same thing on the same corner. I want to ask them how they compete with each other. How do you guys compete with that same truck right there on the corner?
We're on the same team.
On the same team? Okay. So do you know them, or are you just trying to attract customers equally?
No. But we're the same company.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much.
All right.
Well, I appreciate your time.
All right. If we get these spots, we don't let anybody get it.
Oh, so you're here every day?
Leave cars overnight.
We just opened a week ago. Yes. I was in the retail business before, and before retail, I was in the restaurant industry. My brother was working with the guys here with the food trucks parked in this area. So he was learning about this business during last year. And we talked that, it's a good business here. It's a lot of tourists in Washington, D.C. Here, I came at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. I was saving the spot, and then he came around 9:30, 10 a.m. So then it's just, this is how our day started. I really want to go to try downtown this next week. As I said, I just opened, so I'm trying areas right now because I really want to take care of local people. Like just trying to do something different and at the same time be my own boss. I think that is the most important thing. I have all the idea of the menu. Basically, I love to cook, so that's why we came with the food truck idea. So it is when you serve people to eat, you put the love in the food. So it feels amazing when someone is eating your food and is enjoying what you are eating.
One quick question. So, wait. No?
No. All right.
Appreciate your time, man.
All right. Don't worry. Good luck, man. Have a good day.
How do you stand out from the other trucks?
What makes your stuff special?
We make it with love. That's the difference.
Love, okay.
Everything is made with love. Seasoned to perfection. You can't recreate that anywhere else.
Okay. You bring the passion.
We definitely have the
You
passion.
want it.
We have the quantity size. We have everything. We have the better prices. Everything just stands out better. The rest of these guys, scammers. Straight up.
Scammers?
I have a other trucks. They said, I don't know, I'm just here.
They don't know. They're just there.
You guys want it more.
Yeah. See, they're making a living, but we live for this, bro.
I don't know. I've been watching Lost.
All right, then you do team as a bit.
You guys want to narrate one?
For our first look into the food truck scene in Washington, D.C., we arrived at Lost Boy Cider to have a conversation with Ali, the owner of Blue Nile Burgers.
So you currently are setting up all the fryer and the grills. Right?
Yes, so it's two stations. You got the fry station
Fryer.
right there.
Yep.
This is the freezers. This one we keep all our fries. Okay. This is our fridge.
Okay.
Okay. This is our concession window. That's where we handle the customer the food. Right. On 3 trucks and about to open my restaurants is just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Sometimes you go to events, you send your truck to that university, and you send your other truck to the brewery, and you send your other truck lunch somewhere, and you'll be on the clock 24/7.
How did you decide to get involved with, starting your own food truck and then expanding to the 3 trucks that you currently have?
I trained in Syria when the wars happened in Sudan, so I left Sudan because I don't want to be part of it. And I went to Syria, went to become a lawyer actually.
Really?
Yes, in Sudan. And then that time, during the civil war in Sudan, you have to, after you graduate high school, you have to serve the army. If you not serve the army, you're not gonna make it to the call. Serving the army is mean you have to go to South Sudan and fight your own people. I just don't want to be part of that. That's wrong. And that's when I decide I want to leave the country. So the only country I can go that time is Syria. So I went to Damascus and found a job there, and I take courses in cooking, and I work in a restaurant industry in Syria. And after that, I moved to Thailand, and I work in a few restaurants before I start my catering business. Yeah, I already have it in Thailand, Abu Lela. COVID happened, and so people don't come to me to get their catering. Let me drive to them. So that's when I bought the truck. Like for example, April, my other truck, push truck, booked by the American University. They have a festival there, and 420 people. So 420 people, I'm not gonna give them my regular menu. Each menu has like four meals or 4 items.
Yes.
That's easy. For example, like falafel platter, chicken tenders, shawarma bowl over rice, or shawarma bowl over salad.
Okay.
And he's just gonna prepare like mostly chicken tenders.
Yes. Why do you think that is? That people normally gravitate towards a simpler option like chicken tenders?
Comfort.
Comfort?
Comfort food, and they know it. But it's also, I did my twist to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does that sort of look like?
Seasoning.
The seasoning.
The seasoning. Yeah, I use my Sudanese seasoning.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'll let you try it later on. The difference between Sudanese cuisine and Middle Eastern cuisine, we use a lot of peanut butter actually in our cooking. Last year was a trend on the TikTok about the Sudanese dip made out of roasted eggplant and peanut butter. The garlic aioli I learned to make it in Syria while I was in Syria. And the seasoning, for example, the seasoning in my lamb burger, I use za'atar seasoning in it, and I use in my chicken tenders buharat blend. Buharat it just mean translate to the spice in Arabic. It's just another game, and it is what it is. We just have to put the work and hours, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't complain. And this is the best thing ever happened to me since I moved to this country.
We're students at Michigan State University. We're making a film for class. Do you mind if I ask you one quick question? Okay. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. If you don't mind, can I just ask you one quick question?
How much you pay?
No, I don't. I'm just a student, man. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, how do you get the customers versus them? You don't know? Okay. They just kind of roll with it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
The biggest strategy that it works, because if you want a nice cream, it's the only one. If you see, it's the only one and the first one here.
That's true.
He's the first
No,
one.
his position is really strategic. So being close to the White House.
Julian, you bring a speaker? Yeah. Bump some tune.
Oh wow, look at this one.
Oh, it's fancy.
Next up, we headed further into Metro DC to speak with Ty and Justin, the co-owners of Rice on Wheels.
We have 248 grills, which we'll be able to make a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 100 inches of grill space.
Yeah.
And we also have 2 stand-up refrigerators, an under-the-counter refrigerator, big one going along, and then we also have a hot table. So, say we're really busy, we just make like we have to make food in portions, so we put them all on our hot tables. My little brother passed away in 2022.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But he bought a food truck first. He had a food truck first, just cooking. It was called the Spat Kitchen. So he had a food truck, and it was like right before COVID happened. You know what I'm saying? Everything it was going good, and COVID happened, and he just like stopped doing business. So me and Tyreek, my buddy, we was working like very hard. Like he's working on that roof press. I was working like little valet jobs and stuff like that. So after COVID, after my brother died, like you know what I'm saying, I'm like, man, we gotta like figure out like you know what I'm saying, what we gonna do next. But then that's what it was like. We came now set up like we gonna go ahead and start a hibachi food truck. Yeah, people that come every weekend.
Really?
Yeah, every week. You know, we only open Thursday through Sunday. They come every weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
Every weekend, and sometimes twice a week. So we go everywhere. Yeah, we go downtown DC, Virginia, like mainly Northern Virginia, and Prince George's County. It's like a home base. Like this is where we're from, like Prince George's County, and then we go like Baltimore, Ann Arbor. We go so basically all around the DMV area, and we also just got off a college tour during homecoming season. Yeah, so we went around about I think 6 or 7 different schools all around like in about a 100-mile radius, and it was pretty good for us.
We did used to try to go attack the traffic at first, but now we started to realize that marketing, you know what I'm saying, brings in a different type of like a crowd. You don't have to go sit out somewhere and have 1,000 people walk past to get 20 sales when you could upgrade your marketing, you know what I'm saying, upgrade your quality of food, and then you just had people come to you.
So I pretty much did everything. Started off as a dishwasher, line cook, host, server, busser, anything. Behind the bar, I did it all.
Yeah.
So after a while, I just knew it was time to invest and start doing my own thing. You meet a lot of people just off of food. If this food is good, you meet a lot of connections, talk to a lot of people. So that's what motivates us to go keep going. I would say the difference between our food truck and the other DC food trucks, they're targeting more of like a touristy crowd, people who come to visit DC, something quick like hamburgers, hot dogs, something you can heat up real fast, drop in some grease. As you can see, we cook everything fresh, so everything's fresh. Everything probably takes like 15 to 20 minutes, but you're getting authentic hibachi food that's fresh off the grill. So I would say with the food truck industry, if you're a small business owner and you're trying to get started, I wouldn't shy away from owning a food truck because it's one of those things that you can own and you'll have for a long time versus a lot of people ask us when we're going to like open a restaurant and stuff like that. But to me, it just doesn't make sense financially because if you don't own the land, you'll be paying somebody's rent or mortgage for a long time versus once you own a food truck, it might take you a while to get it up and starting, but once you put the work in, you'll have it paid off.
Located in the historic district of Capitol Hill, Eastern Market provides locally sourced produce, meats, and handcrafted goods. This community space allows locals and visitors to gather, share stories, and experience the vibrant culture of DC.
Okay, so there are really kind of 3 dynamics. There is the dynamic of those who are in tourist areas, those who are in neighborhoods, and basically those who are in tourist areas jacking up their prices. I don't want to generalize, but there appears to be, for some of the food trucks in certain tourist areas, let's just say they may not necessarily be competitive, right? So you may have several food trucks all together giving the appearance, oh, shop with me, and but they're really all a part of the same staff, and I can't verify if they're all owned by the same person, but there is really not that sort of economic competition that it would appear to be from seeing 3 or 4 separate trucks. We do have some really good food trucks in DC, but for the most part, people are just hustling. They're just trying to make a dollar.
Through our investigation of Washington, D.C.'s food truck scene, our team gained an inside look at what truly fuels a successful food truck, rooted in the personal motivations, values, and goals of each owner. Along the way, we redefined what success means in this space. For some, it's about the freedom of being your own boss and building something from the ground up. For others, it's about sharing a piece of their culture through food, honoring a family legacy, or recreating childhood favorites for the community. In some cases, it's simply about turning a profit. What we found is that success doesn't come in one form. It's as diverse and personal as the people behind the truck.